we need to quit crying and get a system. If we have a systematic approach, project debriefing can not only be easy, but it can be incredibly successful, and in my opinion, the single biggest factor in improving the overall quality of your work experience and the product that your team puts out. So that said, you know, a lot of times people roll their eyes like, oh, how is it really going to be that much of a benefit? And it's really important to not only understand the benefits of debriefing yourself, but also make sure that everyone on your team and in your organization who would be involved in project debriefing is on board with the benefits, because nobody wants to do anything if they don't realize what's in it for them. But there's a lot that's in it for every member of a team that gets involved in formal project debriefs. One is it's a real opportunity for validation of what you're doing or course correction if something's going off the tracks. Really, it's the only way to truly measure performance of both projects and process. And you can measure that performance at interim steps throughout the life of a project, and also at the end of a project to look more at overall operational things and process measurements, and tie everything that you did back to KPIs or key performance indicators. That's very important. A third benefit is managing expectations. What's really happening versus what should happen. And I go back to, you know, people being really unhappy with the creative brief. And we find that the further you get into a project, the more unhappy people get about that project not meeting what they expected as they mapped out in the creative brief. So creative briefs come with big expectations. And things happen during the life of a project. Things change. And so if people only are aware of the what should happen as it was laid out, you know, in the theoretical world of the creative brief, and they're not regularly made aware of what's really happening, then their expectations are not managed and they're going to be unhappy regardless. The fourth big benefit to a formal debriefing process is knowledge retention. And you know, we talked about that a little bit up front, but really being able to take what you learn in a small experiential setting and expand that out into much bigger learnings for a team overall.